So, the mass psychosis in this country we call America continues. Keep it brief, keep it short. If you are someone who actually supports what Trump and that whole administration is doing with the situation in Los Angeles, you I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You're an idiot. You are a fool. The one thing I want to target right now, and again, we're going to keep this brief. You folks out there, are you all descendants of Native Americans? What tribe do you belong to? Right? Where do your ancestors hail from? Right? If you're against immigration, right? And if you're just okay with a modern day Gestapo, because that is truly what the only thing, the only parallel I can draw when it comes to ICE, right? The only historical parallel is that comes to mind is Gestapo, right? And I wonder how many of you out there truly understand what the Gestapo were, right? The historical ignorance that runs rampant in this country is what can you say? But again, bring this point back. No, right? I know you folks aren't pure blooded, or even what's the percentage of you that has even a sliver of Native American blood in you, right? How can you sit there and be, yeah, let's go snatch up people out of, the parking lots of Home Depots, out of restaurants, people who came here looking for a better life, right? When that's what many of your European ancestors did, right? And then again, the Europeans, the Spanish, the French, the British, they stole this land from the Native Americans. How how can you hold such conflicting views? How can you sit there and say, okay, well that was all right to do, or the thing I've seen here lately, we're talking about today. I don't give a damn, right? You can, if you are somebody who seriously sees no problem with the level this level of cognitive dissonance, right? If you compartmentalize every aspect of your life, is that why so many of you still believe in sky wizards and things too? I don't understand. I do understand, but these are the problems. These are the real problems, right? People who ignorance, right? Ignorance and hate and xenophobia and just absolute, people want to talk about sheep, that these this is like these people that support what's going on there, these are sheep, right? Those of you truly are. Again, let's remember, you are, are following a man who is a criminal himself. We want to talk about criminals, right? Talk about criminals. Talk about, they're coming and they're doing this. Your boy is a criminal, right? He's also a moron. He's stupid, right? He's no genius. If you actually think Donald Trump is a genius, is in that upper echelon of intelligent people in the world, right? That see these are the problems. These are the true problems. I hate to be so doom and gloom, but this country, I don't see. There's so many different problems, right, going on, but it it's this is just a prime. This is like the perfect example, right, of what the real problems are, and what it comes right down to, like I've said many times, is just is ignorance and stupidity. Ignorance and stupidity. You know what? Collectively, on a whole, right, the world over, humans are going to, lack of a better way of putting it, ev- evolve themselves into extinction, into oblivion, right? We don't we don't operate. We haven't for many thousands of years at this point. Like every other organism on this planet, we're no longer under the pressures of of natural selection, of environmental pressures that force us to adapt and to evolve, right? And therefore you have, I hate to put it like this, but you just have countless stupid fools reproducing, and I'm all over the place with this, but that's really what's going on here. We are doomed. We're doomed, and it's just, this is the the absolute perfect example of, like I said, of what the problems really are. And you can go around and play the blame game, and you can buy into the bullshit, and just pick your favorite uh, politician, your favorite social icon or whatever, and just follow them into the abyss. And I mean, I know this is not making. I'm not doing. I'm not articulating myself as best as I would like. And again, it would probably help me to actually put on paper a script and come into these videos with it, because it might. I feel like some of the plot here is maybe hard to follow, but I think you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. I hope you do, at least. We're fucked. We're fucked. And I, all I can say is, I definitely don't support people just out there causing chaos for just to cause chaos, right? Just to increase and further in further flame further fan the flames, as they say, right? But I definitely support everyone who wants to stand up for what's right and say fuck you, right? So people of LA, if you happen to see my video, I'm with you, right? Do it the right way, but keep doing what you do, and hopefully this kind of thing does catch fire. And if we have any chance, in this country as a species, it's the people, us folk who actually have thoughts of our own. We need to unite, and we need to stand up for what's right, and put this world back together, because if not, we are truly doomed. But all right, that's it. It's a late night, and I need to get some sleep. I got a job. Uh, finally, but hopefully we can still make this thing work. But because this is what I like to do. I like to talk to you guys, and I want to make a difference out there. I just don't want to show up to some job and just do mindless work so I can pay the bills and take care of my kids. I want, to take care of my kids while also making a difference. But again, this is the Skyway Corsair, and I'm out for the night. Love you guys. Anybody that watches this video, I appreciate it. Like, subscribe. Good night.